December 21st, 2020 is the day of the great conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. This huge surge of energy definitely impacts us in a very powerful way. So if you want to know how this will impact you personally and the collective at large, as well as what the future holds for us, keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. You guys have probably already heard about this huge day coming up, the Great Conjunction. So Jupiter, Saturn will be conjoined in the same degree, in the same sign, on the same day, and it represents a huge shift in society. Now, there's definitely been a lot of rumors about this day, a lot of sensationalization around this event, around the astrology of it. But in this video, I'm getting into the facts, really getting into the realistic perspective about what this really means for you and for society at large. So we're gonna get into it, get into the facts, get into the dates, everything you really need to know with this day. And I will also touch on the esoteric side of this conjunction, which I haven't seen really talked about lately on social media. So I will get into the esoteric tea about this day, about this energy. So keep that in mind for later in this video. And so we're just going to get into it. Now, I will say that I do have a huge announcement at the end of this video, and I do have a giveaway at the end of this video. So if you guys want to be a part of that giveaway and wait for that announcement, stay tuned. Now, Jupiter and Saturn only align and conjoin in the same degree every 20 years. So this is a really extremely rare occurrence, and it is conjoining in the sign of Capricorn. So I am evaluating the sidereal perspective of this, not the tropical perspective. I think in tropical astrology they would consider this conjunction to happen in the sign of Aquarius, but it's happening in the sign of Capricorn, so I will evaluate that Capricorn energy, get into the esoteric side of Capricorn, and really flesh out what that Capricorn energy holds with this conjunction. So Jupiter and Saturn, Jupiter is about justice, it's about morality, it's about the sense of socializing with other people. Jupiter is a very jolly energy, happy energy, optimistic energy. Jupiter is the most benefic planet in astrology, and it's going to be conjoined Saturn. Saturn is the planet that represents structure, time, reality, practicality. I always feel like Saturn is that planet that represents everything we have to do in life, our obligations, our burdens, everything realistic, and Jupiter is more of like that folly, jolly sort of energy. It does represent knowledge as well and how we gain knowledge. So having these two planets come together represents a huge shift in humanity. Jupiter and Saturn are ultimately the shapers of our reality and society at the moment. If you ever wanted to see what's going on in society right now, what's the major trends that will happen in the next several years, you would look at Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn definitely is the timekeeper, so to speak. Saturn is the gatekeeper. It represents time especially. So Saturn and Jupiter are the most important planets when it comes to predicting things, and Saturn and Jupiter will be very relevant in the 2021 predictions, which I will be posting on my channel shortly. But Jupiter and Saturn are the most important when it comes to that. I feel like we get caught up in sun signs or moon signs or like Venus, etc. But Jupiter, Saturn are the shapers of our reality at the moment. And so given that we know that Jupiter and Saturn represent a paradigm shift happening on December 21st, and this paradigm shift does take on a very Capricorn-like theme. So what this means for society, in your personal life, and in the collective mostly, is that we're going to start feeling that sort of sobering energy of Capricorn, that sobering energy of Saturn. Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn, so having Jupiter in the mix of all this Saturnian energy, Jupiter feels a lot less jolly, it feels a lot less happy. Jupiter is usually that like optimistic energy. So what's going to happen during the winter months and really for the next decade or so, this shift energy doesn't just last on December 21st. This is a very gradual unfolding of energy that will feel really reoccurring throughout the next several years. But Jupiter will kind of decrease that sense of jolliness, and Saturn and Capricorn will help us focus more on that sense of productivity, of ambition, of achieving things, of reality, practicality, long-term goals, and planning. So a lot of us are going to be feeling that urge to want to plan more, plan out our lives, strategize more. I feel like Capricorn is definitely that energy of strategy and strategizing your life, planning things out. And if I could put all of this into one word, I would say it's a very sobering moment for us, where we do take on that very serious outlook of life. We start getting our lives together, we start planning things out. A lot of us will be more invested in our businesses or work. Capricorn and Saturn energy do represent work, status, reputation, everything having to do with our legacy overall and our long-term goals. So we're going to shift collective consciousness in December from thinking of just what's right in front of us to shifting to what's ahead of us, what's our life looking like moving forward, and how we're going to create the succinct plan to get to our goals, especially our long-term goals. And when it comes to Jupiter energy, Jupiter represents justice. It represents the sense of truth and what is the highest truth, what is the most moral sense of truth. And Saturn represents order. So having these two planets together represents the sense of law and order. And this new era is really triggered, that is really based on what is true, what is just, what is the most ethical. I feel like Jupiter and Saturn deal directly with ethics, and when Jupiter is strong, when Saturn is strong, like it will be in December, we're going to see more justice and truth being permeated into society, where we all know in society there's been a lot of lies and delusions and sleaziness, but Jupiter and Saturn kind of bang that proverbial gavel down and say, okay, here is the judgment, here's the order, here's what we need to do moving forward, and creating that sense of stability and ethics moving forward. And so speaking of ethics, that brings me into the esoteric side of this. So when it comes to the esoteric side of this and how we can evaluate that, we can look at the lunar mansion that this is happening in. So the lunar mansion, aka the nakshatra that this is happening in, this conjunction is happening in the nakshatra of Uttara Ashadha. And Uttara Ashadha is a nakshatra that is all about ethics. It's about morality. If you are an Uttara Ashadha person watching this, you're going to feel this conjunction really strongly on one of your personal planets or your ascendant. So if you guys don't know if you have Uttara Ashadha in your chart yet, I'll leave the calculator down below, but usually it's like a sidereal Capricorn, sidereal Sagittarius, but like the late degrees of Sagittarius. But anyway, I'll leave the link down below for that. But Uttara Ashadha is all about ethics. It has this sense, or carries this energy of moral high ground, this energy of what is the most righteous, what is the most just, what is the truth. It's the proverbial judge, right? So Uttara Ashadha is that nakshatra that doesn't really do too well with unethical behaviors or criminal behaviors or lying, etc. So hence we're going to feel that strong sense of ethics and morality really being almost injected into society. We're all going to feel that sense of wanting to be more ethical, moral, just, and demanding ethics and morality being more reinstated in the government. And the cool thing about Uttara Ashadha that I will add is that it translates to the latter, invincible one. So invincibility and victory does really characterize this nakshatra quite well, and it does deal with winning some sort of victory, and especially a long-deserved victory. So with this conjunction in the nakshatra of Uttara Ashadha, I feel like there's a long-awaited victory that's definitely going to happen, and it's more so on the behalf of morality, more so on the behalf of justice. So if we've been seeing all this injustice happening in society, we're going to see this huge shift in justice being reinstated to a certain group of people, to a certain institution, to the citizens at large, etc. There's that sense of justice with Uttara Ashadha, that sense of victory as well, and it gives the power, or Shakti, Uttara Ashadha gives the power to be undefeated. So this is a really great energy for starting new things, launching new businesses, and this paradigm shift that is happening for the better. It's moving society in a more elevated way and helping us restructure society after this chaotic year, especially with Ketu being in Mula early this year and Saturn being in Mula, and like Mula is the destructive nakshatra. But all of that destruction and chaos that happened earlier this year is going to be kind of cleaned up with this new paradigm shift, and we're going to be more focused consciously on rebuilding, restructuring things, being just, being more ethical. And so the favorable activities for this energy that is coming in, this shift, this paradigm shift really, is starting anything new. This is excellent energy to start a business, launch a business, LLC, buy a house, car, etc. Uttara Ashadha in Vedic astrology is known as one of the best nakshatras to start things, and especially things you want to last. It's a very lasting, stable energy. So this is a great day to manifest, and mind you, it's going to be energy that is gradually unfolding for the next several years. So this shift, the day of the shift, you can plan something, map something out, and that plan will unfold very gracefully and successfully over the next coming years. So this is the best time to start anything new, especially when it comes to career, work, anything having to do with Saturn or Jupiter. And then unfavorable activities is definitely doing anything unethical, lying, anything that is impulsive, Capricorn energy, Saturn energy. It's really not great for impulsivity or doing things that aren't aligned with the highest good, highest truth. So those are the unfavorable activities and favorable activities for this energy. And if you want to know what this paradigm shift means for you, how it shifts your life in the next several years, I have a post on my Patreon about it and what it means for each zodiac sign. So if you want to know what it means for you personally, your zodiac sign, head to Patreon. I'll link it down below. So now let's get into this announcement. So the announcement that I do have, it's something that I've been working on for a while, something I'm really excited about, and I'm so excited to finally bring it to you guys. I'm really grateful that it's finally like here and ready to launch. And so what I am doing and what I am launching is a jewelry line. So you guys have probably guessed in the past couple videos or have seen me wearing like this Nazar necklace, and this is one of the necklaces I will have on my site. And I also have way more jewelry, so I have rings and bracelets and stuff, and I'm just obsessed with it. It's so cute, so beautiful. And I started this brand just because I've always loved glamour, I've loved spirituality, and I feel like the two don't have to be mutually exclusive. I feel like there's that stigma of like spirituality is not, you know, not associated with glamour, and I feel like that's another reason I started my channel, was because I wanted to bring glamour to astrology and bring astrology to YouTube in a way that was very aligned with how I am and how I operate and how I see things. I love when things are glittery and sparkly, and I'm not ashamed about that. I love material things, and I also love spirituality, so I love combining the two things, and this is kind of like one of those manifestations of that. And something that's really powerful about this jewelry I have is that it is Nazar themed. It is the evil eye. We've all seen the evil eye. It's an emoji now. In Spanish, it is mal de ojo, and a lot of you guys and every culture across the world have this kind of concept, and the concept really has to do with protection, protecting yourself. And in this spiritual time that we're in, the spiritual warfare, the shift that's coming up, all of this energy that is so present in the world can be quite chaotic to handle, especially for people watching this that is or that are empaths or people that are energetically sensitive. I know I'm someone who can be that way, and having protection is so important in this day and age, and I feel like you can be protected in style. So the theme of this jewelry is Nazar themed, it is evil eye themed. I'm so excited about it. It's useful, it's beautiful, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. So with that being said, the launch date is 11/27/2020, so next Friday, basically Black Friday. I will be launching the site officially. You guys can access the site then. And so that brings me into the giveaway. So I am giving away some jewelry for you guys. Let me get the jewelry that I have. Okay, so this is what I'm giving away. I am giving away this necklace, which is the Nazar necklace. This is the earrings that are matching to that. And I'm also giving away one of these bracelets, so you guys can see this is all matching Nazar, the classic blue evil eye. And so I'm giving away all of this. So this is one giveaway package, and the way you can win this giveaway is by liking this video. So step one, like the video, and then head to K Jewelry XO, which is the name of the brand, on Instagram. I'll link it down below, but K Jewelry XO, all one name. It's not a space or numbers or anything. And then you go to the post with the giveaway. I'll have a post that says giveaway, and then comment on that post hashtag decorate yourself. So that is the slogan for my brand, decorate yourself. It's also in the bio of Instagram, so you guys can comment on that Instagram, follow the Instagram, and I will be choosing a winner from those comments. You have to be following the Instagram, and I won't choose the winner from this video, so make sure you comment on the Instagram so I can see your comment, and you guys can win the giveaway. And one of you lucky winners will have this jewelry set, which is so beautiful. I love it so much. And so it's officially launching Friday 11/27. Here are some of the other products I have that I'm over the moon about this because it's just so stunning. But you guys can see the different styles we have, and then also keychains as well. So there's a bunch of cool bits and bobs, especially for like Christmas gifts. for the shift, for all of this energy, we do need to be protected. And so I don't want to show you guys everything I have, but this is just some of, for example, the bracelets that we will have on the site. So I'm excited. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.